ringing up Mr. Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here, once again leaving yourself a daily message and asking you to give me an update of my brother's health and welfare and whereabouts, considering that it's been 92 days now. 92 days that you've unlawfully kidnapped my brother. This is my 69th message to you, all being refused to be responded. And obviously today is Wednesday the 8th of November 2023, and as you may be fully aware, I was intending to answer the bail hearing, which was scheduled to be answered by today at 6 p.m., just as the previous bail had been originally set for the 31st of October, about a week or so ago, which was moved to today's date because I was informed that they needed to extend the bail date because they needed further time to the inquiries, which is the police needed further time to do the inquiries for what? And now I'm being told today that no, they need another 3 months. And so now, effectively, from the 8th of August, you want 180 days to basically half a year to have my brother unlawfully held in your custody like this, without any of my involvement or interaction with my own brother. Why would that be the case? Why would the police allow this to happen if it isn't directly under your own instructions by the local authority? You see how now it's all in your convenience. You'd separated me from my mother for the last 334 days of her life, forcibly injected her and murdered her off. Talib did not get to see his own mother from the period of 19th of February 2021 until the 22nd of January 2022, when our mother had died. The local authority, had made no provisions to allow my brother or my sister to see or visit our mother. So you basically abused this guy by not letting him see his own mother, and more importantly, abused our mother by not letting her see her son Talib, whom she adored and cared for the most, who was living with her. You did all that through the commissioning of a High Court judge, Mr. Justice Cohen and Mr. Justice Cobb, in order to achieve this objective, which is truly villainous. Because you have an issue with me. You're now targeting the people that in my care, my loved ones. This is so fiendish of you. And so my brother did not get to see his own mother, and he deteriorated. Subsequently, we will come back home, and I've been trying to liaise with you to try to resolve a situation. You've been completely collecting all his money, and now all of a sudden, he's in your care, complete care and custody. And all I'm asking for is, under what legal framework have you taken him? And you're refusing to give us any answers. You're refusing to engage with me. Now, the reason that you're refusing to engage with me, what has my police arrest and my police bail got to do with you? It shouldn't have anything to do with you, should it? You should be able to talk to us. You should be, ideally, if there was independence, you should be saying, well, Mr. Hussain, I know there's a police bail and a police arrest, but that doesn't involve me. I'm still here looking to act in my client's best interest, as you had previously purported to be doing. I'm here to act in Talib's best interest. After speaking with me, after liaising with me for over 2 years, you know the fact that I have been acting in my brother's best interest, and to a point where on several previous occasions you've said that we don't have any issue with it. You have personally stated that you have no issue with him being in my care. Now, you did not come down to take my brother on the 8th of August. Quite clearly, your senior managers did, and now your senior managers are telling you not to speak to me. If you are independent, if you are what you claim to be, namely independent, if you are what you claim to be, namely acting in my brother's interest, why would you not just speak to me and just say, look, Mr. Hussain, I can't tell you where your brother is, all right? Because of the bail conditions, which are ludicrous in themselves. But we can't tell you where he is, but I can assure you that he's here. You can even put me on the phone to him, as I was looking to suggest to you. You know, we could have a WhatsApp call. But the reason that was not, the contact from my brother to yourself was not happening because he did not want your involvement. You added or aided nothing in best in his life. You were actually hurting and harming him. That's why he was saying to me, I want nothing to do with these people. He had elected me to represent him formally on numerous occasions. Even now, I bet he's saying, I want my brother here. Where's my brother? All right. And you are refusing to allow him execute his civil rights to have access to his own family, me as his brother. And I'm just reminding myself that, wait on a minute. When I had, in 2014, when I had threatened to murder him to his GP, I believe in February 2014, I took my brother to his GP, I think at Valley View Surgery, and said I'm going to murder him. He then subsequently ended up in hospital on a different matter.
You have 16 seconds recording time remaining.
Yes, so in 2014, when I was going to murder him, when I say you, I mean Nadia Khan, your manager, the nurse at the hospital, and also Mark Truin, delivered him into my care in March 2014, and now all of a sudden I can't even see him when I'm caring for him full time.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record message, press 3. To cancel message and hang up, press message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
So this is absolutely ridiculous. You see, to give you the facade or the impression or the understanding that, oh look, we're all separate, we're all independent. That's how the government's designed the system, for there to be independence, so they can't collude and conspire to target and victimize somebody. That's how the system is meant to be designed. However, the reality is very different from what they say as the rhetoric of independence and acting with like acting in their own, like acting not to target the individual, acting that individuals or the civilians' best interest. All are lies and deception, as this case clearly proves. Now, this guy, supposed to be Christopher Browell, working for the city mental health team, we've been having numerous conversations since October 2021 when they initially looked to abduct him. But what is alarming and distressing to me is that the state can just come and take somebody, an adult, without any justification, and hold him for 6 months without them letting him see his own family members. There is clearly something of a awry here, because this simply does not happen, does it? The state does not all of a sudden just come and take somebody, force care upon them, and make and nothing's been proven as yet, has it? They've taken the key person from this environment, which I said I'm charging £1 million a week to care for him. That's the only explanation. What other explanation could there be for just coming to take my brother on charges of I was neglecting him when we were in the garden? Nobody had seen him. Nobody had raised a complaint about him. The reality is that this abduction works directly in the favour of the court case. So the council have always instigated court cases either directly themselves, but more importantly, rather than doing it directly, they like to take a hands-off approach and get one of their associates or friends or colleagues or other organizations that they have an interest in to front the case, and while they're in the background look to manipulate the courts. So in this particular case, I know in the previous cases, like in my mum's case, they were fronting the Office of the Public Guardian initially, and the Office of the Public Guardian then withdrew, and there was a much more of a direct affair in my mother's case where they looked to abduct her. But in my brother's case now, they've fronted the housing association, whom they have an association with, whom they have a relationship with, they're fronting it. Then the housing association are subsequently sitting back and allowing the court process to follow through, and the court process is being manipulated by the council. It's all fraud and deception. It's all corruption. And as I'm highlighting, why would they not speak to me? I'm having to publicize these records because they're refusing to speak to me. This is 69 messages left now. Absolutely